If you've ever felt stuck and wanted to improve and go beyond just average to extraordinary, then this video is for you. I'm going to show you how within 2 years of work, you can get ahead of 99% of people. Because most people, they aren't willing to do the work. But I know you are. In case you're new here, I'm Jith. I'm a 23-year-old entrepreneur and biomedical science graduate. And I graduated with first class honors for my biomedical science degree. And I've built a multi-six-figure business at the age of 23. And I started that business at 19. I've competed in endurance events across Australia as well as overseas for the Spartan races. None of this came from luck. Most of it was from hard work. That hard work involved sacrificing weekends, saying no to parties, saying no to a lot of different things that I wanted to go and do, but I knew that I had to work. I had to do those years of grinding early on so then I can live a bit better later on in life. I sacrificed holidays, I sacrificed comfort, I went for countless runs. I've trained almost every day for the last several years. So I started my business when I was in second year university. And I remember being a university student and, going to my labs in the morning and then coming back later on in the afternoon or at night, doing my, building up my tutoring business, building out, reaching out to clients and doing everything that's involved in running a business. I remember there were a few times where my friends wanted to go out and I just couldn't go out. I remember I was working all the time at this point. There was a very difficult time in my business where all the COVID lockdowns happened and I still had to pay my bills and rent. So I had to take on more work. And this was all during a time where I was doing full-time university. And that was difficult. That was very tough. I was working pretty much every day and that was a very difficult time in my life. So I signed my lease for one of my locations in June 2021. And 2 weeks later, the longest lockdowns that happened in Sydney occurred. So during the pandemic, I was basically stuck working during that time because I still had to pay more than $1,000 a week for rent at a place that I wasn't even using for about, I think 5 months, roughly 5 months. And during that time, I lost half my clients. I had to take on double the hours. And I was doing all this work, online teaching, all this stuff while doing full-time uni. And because my business was so young, I actually didn't qualify for a lot of the government benefits and the government help schemes that businesses could take on. So it was really just me on my own trying to grind through this. So I worked pretty much every day from June 2021 to November 2023. I worked on public holidays. I worked throughout the school holidays. I worked even within the times that I had my exams for university, I'd still be working. And that was a time that during that time, it sucked. I didn't like it. And obviously, because people are going out, you feel like you're missing out. People are living their lives and you're just stuck working and grinding away. Looking back at that now, if it wasn't for me taking that time to really delve deep into my business and work hard on it, work on it, and get it to a much better place now, if it wasn't for all that hard work, I wouldn't be where I am today, where I have a business that's doing a decent amount and I'm relatively young as well. I feel like the hard work that I put in actually paid off. And none of this stuff I say to show off because this isn't something to show off about. This is something just to tell you because I know that you're capable of doing even better than me because you probably won't make the same mistakes as me and you probably will be more educated and a lot more pragmatic about how you do things. So I just wanted to share basically what I learned during this difficult process, during the last 5-6 years of running a business while being in uni, while also training for Spartan races and going to the gym and trying to balance everything that, in our life that a young 20-year-old person or someone in the early 20s has to balance, friendships and relationships and all this kind of stuff. So if you want to get ahead of 99% of people, you're going to have to do the work because it's not easy. But I know you're capable of doing that. And I know that at the end of that whole journey that you're going to take, you're going to be so grateful that you did that for yourself. In 5 years' time, you're going to look back and be like, yeah, that was difficult, but look at me now. Look at where I've come. Look at how far I've come. Look at how much stuff that I have, how much financial security that I have, how much deep relationships that I have, the physique that I have. That's something that I want for you, the person watching this video. And if you just want a more comfortable life, if you want to be an average person, you can click off this video. It's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with wanting to live an average life. But if you want to be more, if you want to achieve ultimate potential, achieve more in life, because you deserve more in life, then watch the rest of this video. The first thing I want to talk about is the power of sacrificing your weekends. Like, your weekends, sure, they're a good time to relax, but if you use them wisely, you can get so far ahead. Like, you can use some parts of your weekend to work on your side hustle, to work on your business, to get fitter, to go out and to do things. So using your weekends wisely. Some people, they just use their weekends to watch Netflix or just to basically just waste their time. But if you can use those 2 days, you'll be so far ahead of everybody else. If you think about it, about 2 years of using your weekends wisely would add up to about 200 days of extra effort, extra progress in your life. And I'm not saying do this forever, because there's no way you can do this forever. But balance comes later on in life. Right now, depending on where you are in life, if you're young, especially if you're young, grind it out. Like, work your weekends, stack more money, stack more bread, invest it, save it, put it into a high interest savings account. Get fit, try and use your weekends to achieve your financial and physical goals. By the time other people have caught on to this, or other people start, you would already be ahead. There's ways around it that you can still socialize and still have a meaningful life without completely wasting your weekend. So, for example, you can go and hike with your friends. That way you tick off the physical aspect, but you also tick off the social aspect. You're not wasting time watching Netflix or like just relaxing too much, because there is such a thing as too much relaxation. You can relax a little bit, and then what's more revitalizing is creating things. What's more revitalizing is improving yourself, growing as a person, growing into the person that you're destined to become. That's more revitalizing than just sitting down, laying around, doing nothing. The second way to get ahead of 99% of people is to take part in high ROI activities. So ROI refers to return on investment. Whatever you can do that has the highest return on investment should be where you're spending most of your time. So this could be something like earning a high income skill. Very good ROI. Something that has a bad ROI, sitting down and watching, I don't know, like Minecraft speedrun videos on YouTube. That might not have the highest ROI. Another really high ROI activity could be your side hustle, could be training more, could be exercising, and just like really pushing yourself in terms of your physical activity. For me, I spent my weekends working on my business and improving my fitness. So I would work additional day or two compared to the average person. Like, rather than just working 5 days, I would work 6 days, and I have one day where it's like mostly focused on improving my fitness. So that would be gym plus, or like a hike. And then in the evening, it will be doing some sort of like martial art and like just sparring with my friends, like typically Sunday nights. So building fitness through discipline. Fitness is more than just looking good. Fitness is about discipline. Fitness is about doing things when you don't really want to do them, but you still push anyways. And if you practice waking up early, going to the gym consistently, 3, 4, 5, 6 days a week, even 7 days a week, depending on like how you train and how you organize your gym sessions, it teaches you a lot more than just how to lift weights or how to run properly or the correct technique when it comes to swimming. It teaches you consistency. It teaches you discipline. And those are things that are so amazing to implement into your own life, because through fitness and through that journey, you take these aspects and these characteristics and these lessons that you can apply to other aspects of your life. You can apply them to a business you want to start or a job that you're doing. And maybe that helps boost up the sales of your business because you're doing much better. You're more disciplined. You're not wasting time. Or if you have a job, your boss can just see that you're really on top of everything. You're doing everything right. And they might give you a promotion. They might end up paying you more as well. And you want to treat yourself like an athlete. You're becoming fit, because if you become fit and if you become just fitter and you just try and exercise daily, it boosts your entire body's energy levels. It helps you have more stamina, even when it comes to your work, even when it comes to like a long day. Like if you were fit and you had a long day where you had to work, cook for yourself, meal prep, go to the gym, you're a lot more capable of handling that than if you were unfit. Because I used to be really unfit, and when I was really unfit, just like basic things would just tire me out. I'd feel tired after like a short study session. I'd feel tired after like 3 hours of work. But then once I got a bit fitter, I could work. Then after finishing work, I could study. After studying, I could just go to the gym. Like, I got fitter and my body was able to handle these different tasks for the day. Another thing you can do is to relentlessly educate yourself. Most people, they stop learning once high school finishes. They don't really try and study. Even if uni's finished, they don't really try and learn anything more. They just go to work, come back, watch Netflix, eat some food, go to sleep, repeat the day over and over again. But you're different. You want to educate yourself. You should be educating yourself. Because if you're reading books, you're watching podcasts, you're gaining knowledge that would help you improve your life. Because that knowledge might help you have a breakthrough in your job, have a breakthrough in your side hustle. And it might shift your mindset in a way that completely changes your life. Like, there were some podcasts that really helped me improve and level up this year, like Ali Abdaal's Deep Dive podcast, and just watching Daniel Priestley's videos, and a new YouTuber, or like a somewhat new YouTuber that I found called Matt Gray. Like, they've helped me immensely in how I've planned out these videos, how I've approached my business and the systems that I implement. And I wouldn't be as far as I am without having people like that, having read or listen to those different pieces of content. Because just like the diet that you eat, the content diet that you consume is also very important. If you spend a lot of your time watching conspiracy videos, watching, I guess, silly videos online, it's gonna wire your brain differently to if you watch podcasts, if you listen to edutainment, if you listen to useful information, how to improve your finances, how to improve your fitness, how to improve your diet, how to meal prep. These kinds of things are a healthier content diet, right? So that's something I might make some future videos on, the content diet and how important it is to have a healthy content diet. Because just like how you should have a healthy physical diet where you eat healthy foods, you should also have a healthy content diet as well. You don't have to figure everything out straight away. Do a little bit now, do a little bit every single day, and let compounding help you. If you do a little bit now and you just try and get 1% better every day for a year, you get 37 times better in that year. Constantly try and improve yourself, and that would help you get ahead of 99% of people. Because most people, they aren't watching videos like this, they aren't taking advice like this, and they're definitely not implementing this advice into their own lives as well. And most people, they give up before they actually see any success. They get to that point, because when it comes to working on yourself, it's not linear. Like, you're going to get so many failures, and then maybe you're going to get up and you're going to fail again, and maybe you're going to go up again and it's going to fail. But over time, it looks like a compound interest graph, where like the first few years it looks like nothing, and then maybe after like 5 years of consistent work, it's going to balloon up, right? Your fitness, your physique is in like the right shape that you want, and that might take a few years. Your business is in the right position that you want. Compounding effect, that would help you, because most people, they don't put in that consistent effort. And if you do put in that consistent effort, then over time you will reach that tipping point. And once you reach that tipping point, everything changes. Your money is right. You got your money right, you got your physique right, you got your business right, you got your relationships right. Just doing a little bit over time will help you get there. Right? I'm speaking from experience. I'm not saying I'm in an amazing spot. I still have a long way to go in life. But I look back at the last 5 years and look back at all the effort that I've put in, and I'm so glad. All the failures that happened to me, I'm so grateful that those happened to me, because without those failures, I wouldn't have learned those lessons. I wouldn't have gotten to the position I am right now with my business, with my physique, with the way I carry myself, because I needed to do those things. So don't worry about being perfect at the start. Work on just a little bit each day, trying to get better. Implement these strategies, and you will get so far in life. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, just check out this one up here.